Hey there, guys. Today we'll be looking at batch 3 of Spindletap's Juiceton. So these are the brand new labels on this guy. Pretty sweet, their new machine. And this guy was canned on July, January 26th. It says greatest of all time. So today's the 30th, 4 days old. Juiceton uses Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe and Columbus hops. Comes in at 8.5%. This is the third time they've done it. This second time from how they revamped the beer. Quite a bit different than the first batch. Both the second and the third being quite a bit different. And yeah, I had this guy on... I had a bit of it on draft. Cindy got some on draft at Spindletap when we had it, and batches. I thought it was killer, of course, but let's check out how these cans came out. Right, so pours out pretty hazy. It's got this very bright, like a peach flesh type hue to it. Looks a little bit, just a hint darker than how Heavy Hands looked. Pretty big foamy white head though. The head looks a little bit more impressive on this guy. Although, not too concerned with that. So, let's check out the aroma. Wow. Man. So tropical. Pineapple, passion fruit, bit of mango there as well. Not as much as Heavy Hands. It's definitely more pineapple, passion fruit, but getting a lot of like stone fruit, peach, apricot. I think more so, actually, you know what, more so nectarine. I think nectarine is really the big fruit that I'm pulling off of this. I'm getting a bit of that kind of I know I've compared it to a few beers before, but that sort of dull, like pineapple, banana, orange juice. There's some orange lingering in the background too, but nectarine and passion fruit, I think, are really the big things that I'm getting off the aroma. It's pretty grassy. Excuse me. Wow, that tropical fruit and that stone fruit are just incredibly intense on this, so check it out. Cheers. Oh my god. And I thought Heavy Hands was my favorite, but now I don't know anymore. All that just comes out on the taste. That nectarine, the passion fruit. It's not as sweet as it smells. That dryness comes in on the end to balance out that sweetness. The bitterness is pretty well restrained. It's very light, but just enough to give the beer some complexity and balance. I'm getting a bit more orange and maybe a hint more pineapple in the taste, but passion fruit and nectarine is still pretty strong in the taste. Man, that aroma. For 8.5%, there's just enough carbonation to kind of lighten that body a little bit. Feels still pretty full, but it doesn't feel too full and heavy on the palate. The carb, really, it's not over carb by any means. The carbonation is just perfect on it, I would say. It reminds me more of something like Trillium, I would say. Just a bit spritzier and enough to kind of elevate sort of the liveliness of the beer a bit. I think before, I almost kind of appreciated a lot of that really soft carb, but I'm kind of liking a bit of that bit more effervescence on these double IPAs, so that they don't feel too heavy, and they're a lot easier to drink. because of that. 8.5% doesn't show at all, not boozy whatsoever. This guy is awesome. I don't remember now if I reviewed batch 2 or even what I gave it, but this has got to be a 5. I mean, this is just incredible. You know, it's as good as Heavy Hands is, with just some different flavors. Well, that had a lot of mango to it, and I'm not really getting the mango as much here. A bit, maybe. Just that passion fruit and the nectarine. It's a bit more of a tropical medley, whereas Heavy Hands was just tons and tons of mango. And honestly, I really like both. I think when I had them on draft, I preferred Heavy Hands, but man, having the can here right now, this is just incredible. So I think that this batch is probably even better than the last batch, and I really like the last batch too. But man, this has been a killer release this past weekend from Spindletap. So Juiceton batch 3, 5 out of 5, awesome stuff. If you have them, drink them. So as always, yeah, it's pretty much it for Juiceton. So cheers, catch you guys later.